number 1. He is, after all, the reigning European champion. Last year's WCA EU Qualifier at Gamescom. Wow, that's loud.
Sorry.
Was won by the Englishman with a lot of prize money to go with it. At WCA itself in Incheon, he didn't get as far as yours, but he did have quite a good showing, especially in the group of Knight of Mirrors. This time, though, it is not a Knight of Mirror, it's against Undead, but he is also incredibly strong in this matchup. He may have had issues against WFZ and 120 in the past in China, but against European Undead competition, he has so far, in his entire career, as far as I can remember back, looked almost unbeatable.
That's true. Looking up the stats right now.
They must be something pretty crazy.
WarchiefRich versus Undead. It's 6-0 versus Shaddai. It is 1-0 versus WaN. That's about to change maybe. 7-4 versus Hate Love Anger. 5-2 versus Chechi. 4-0 versus Sheik. That's like incredible statistics.
Hate Love Anger actually able to get quite a few maps off him. Interesting. Of course, Hate Love Anger likes to play his own stuff, likes to play his own timings as well. So it might be the same strategy with Ghouls and Naga and Lich and stuff, and Fiends later on, of course. But usually that is coupled with a lot of aggression. HLA oftentimes hangs back, and sometimes that works out well if the Night Elf is anticipating a lot of aggression to be coming out. And that is always the question of the early game. Is the DK going to be trying to harass, keep the Demon Hunter down as much as possible, or is he going to try to look for a good chunk of experience himself?
Indeed, WaN versus the Night Elves, looking fairly good. Versus Warchief, he is down 1-0 at the moment. But apart from that, versus Rudin, he was really strong. Versus Sonic, the unpredictable, crazy one, not that good of a stat, 0-4 at the moment. But yeah, he said himself in the interview with us, Night Elf is one of my best matchups, so we want to see it from the German. We want very, very close and intense match. Yesterday versus Orkwalker, the first game, he was really close of winning it, but due to some lame style, Orkwalker came back and in the end won it. So WaN maybe doesn't have the correct answers when it goes a little off standard, but therefore Warchief should be his ideal opponent.
Yep, and as we can see, obviously the Demon Hunter is the hero choice on Last Refuge. Even more likely than would be on other maps. We see the Undead base. There is a tech already on 22 supply. That is fairly quick. He did not have a Ghoul Scout. That means he has more lumber in the early game to work with. Quicker tech there because of this. He went for the Acolyte Scout, and Warchief having some ping issues.
Indeed. Looks like he's dropping out of this game. This is something we did not experience so far, that a player is lagging and WaN says same position or def, and okay, I would save now as a player, but
we can't restart save games with the host bot though.
Okay, so I wouldn't save then.
Seems to have stabilized. Hopefully the connection in the UK is all good. For the first time now the Ghouls are leaving the base and they're not heading towards the opponent but rather for creeping, and the Wisp has the scouting down perfectly as a Demon Hunter. Is he going to be heading up or is he going to be doing it for his own level 2? He's going to be going for the High Priest. Does not want to bother the Undead too much. And
that's exactly what we talked about before. Sonic would have gotten onto the creep spot with Immolation immediately, trying to deal as much damage as possible. Warchief focusing on the Demon Hunter, focusing on the items. He got the sentry wards, and that's a nice find. He would always have the vision here. More passive, but maybe in the end more successful. We don't see about that.
And the DK is going to get level 2 here. Yep, he is. So even Steven across the board. But Rich is going to have the time for the second Shadow Priest, and these sentry wards are so strong, man. There's a lot of maps where you can position them when you have two to basically have vision all the time as long as they're up and know exactly what your opponent is doing. The first sentry ward we see is the first position, and the other one is between the Goblin Laboratory and the Merchant. If he places it there, he's going to have perfect information all the time of where WaN is, and now he knows that the Ghouls will be heading for his Merchant. And if WaN starts creeping this might get dangerous, but no, he's running by and he's going towards the main.
Yeah, Warchief, one of the few Night Elves that can place the Huntress Hall in time, so this will come up. But maybe the Ghouls can enter it, maybe the Ghouls can cancel this. Looking very good, he's going straight for it.
Is that enough damage?
That is enough damage for sure. The question just is, how many Ghouls will he lose 4 archers to take care of them. There's 3 coils though.
Yep, easily enough damage. No mana burns just. This ghoul will be saved as well. So far no casualties for this cancellation.
That's a very good early game for WaN here so far. He loses 1 ghoul, but that's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Slowing down the tech progress of WarchiefRich, you see at the Hunter's Hall, will be so late. That means the Dryads will be so late. No, no slow, no dispel, and the Bears will arrive later, of course, as well. So Warchief has to work with what he has, and he will face mass pressure with a Naga.
I like the Naga pick here. He knows the Dryads are going to be way later, so the Naga doesn't have to worry about the slow too much. Also knows the Demon Hunter is not yet level 3. Demon is not far away from level 3, and probably if he had gone for the Lich, the Demon Hunter would have had the time to get to the level 2 mana burn. But now, the pressure is still on him. Tier 3 has been started here on the undead side of things, and is he going to pick the counter Naga? Yes, he is, but not going for her.
Usually, Warchief is always going for the Panda in this matchup, but now he feels so pressured that he said, alright, I need this Naga now to face whatever WaN is throwing at me. This is very good for WaN so far.
Yeah, the thing is though, when you pick the Naga second as the undead, you do want to deal damage, and when you run into an opposing Naga, you always have to fear the hero kill, or the ghoul kills. Of course, the ghoul kills, you don't like them, but the hero kills are even worse. So now WaN, having seen the Naga, doesn't want to pressure, wants to creep up himself. Demon Hunter hitting level 3, first big item he finds is not a good one. It's the wand of mana stealing, and of course, gets rid of it right away for 200 gold. On the other side, the Ogre will be taken as well by WaN. He is a little bit behind in experience, but that is pretty normal for this matchup.
Yeah, I think so too. The Ogre Magi is gone. Wand of Mana stealing can be decent, but in general, of course, he was looking for something else. Tier 3 almost done. The Slaughterhouse is ready. The first Fiends are coming in for Warchief. We see finally the Engines of Lore. Tier 3 has been started as well. He's going for his Mercenary Camp, and that is indeed a very, very slow game by WarchiefRich.
I think Rich can be happy though with the situation. His Dryads are so late. That is usually what helps the Niners out in the mid game. But he still gets to do a lot of creeping, you know. He's going to get the Rock Golem here. It's going to be level 2 for the Naga. After this camp, he's going to be more than level 2.5. Finds a nice item as well. Demon Hunter is level 3, is keeping the undead busy. Does have the Boots of Speed on him. So very little danger of dying or having to use the TP. And he's slowing down the undead by a lot, and this Naga might actually be in trouble, but for the time being seems like Rich is going to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, Warchief wants to get rid of the statue, of course. That would be a big blow to WaN, but on the other side, the Naga, you mentioned it, 180 HP, that's not too much. Nice little harass, only with the Demon Hunter, costs him nothing. He can creep up with the Naga at the same time. This is like an Orcish play, like they play with a Blade Master and Shadow Hunter. Now the Demon Hunter can pull it off without Windwalk. On the other side, Frenzy is coming, Lich is coming, Destroyer is coming, and we mentioned this throughout the week a lot, that this is the big power spike for the undead. But with only a level 1 Naga, no level 3 DK, this is gonna be hard. And
yeah, this DK, Demon Hunter Harass, I mean, is so good, man. He's almost out of mana from mana burning. This statue can't heal anymore. The Naga has no mana. The only one here with mana is the DK. A little bit of a missed mana burn, would have been better on the Death Knight, but still, this is so good. Look at this. He has one more mana burn, then he's out of mana. Then he has to buy a Clarity on a Demon Hunter. That's how you know your Demon Hunter Harass is really good. And he's coming in, he's clicking on the heroes, he sees, alright, you got mana, guess what, now you got less mana. And now he's actually out of mana. I have not seen this in a long time. And the Naga is coming north. Interesting timing, we said before, the tier 3 is coming for the undead. So this might be kind of an anti-timing. Maybe he wants to go here because he knows the mana on the undead side is low. But the Demon Hunter is in trouble. Is he going to be forced into a TP? Seems like he's getting away.
Coil, using it on a ghoul. Where is the Lich though? He's out, he's coming. The Orb of Lightning is with him. This might be a good situation for WaN. Getting rid of the first rid of the claw, possibly. Fog Lightning hitting, and the first Nova getting, making sure this bear will not come home, and getting an archer, saving that ghoul. Nice comeback here from WaN afterwards. And yeah, as you mentioned, maybe once again wrong decision making by Warchief.
Yeah, I don't know about this timing. I mean, he had the level 3 Naga, and he knew that the heroes and statue were low on mana. Guess that makes sense, but he has no Staff of Preservation. He has a Staff, okay, but he has no Orb of Venom, and the army for him isn't so great, but he's gonna get rid of a Fiend here. Now the Demon has to be careful. Of course, we remember there is the Staff, but he actually TPs instead. The DK at the same time will not be falling.
Saves himself some time and gets the item and gets additional experience. Of course, he wants more. He wants the level 3 Naga, he wants the Lich to be high up in levels. Is there a transition to Worms yet? I don't know, not, but here we see the sacrificial hit. Making sure he can go to Worms if he so desires. 2 destroyers up in the air and the first red spot creep. He drove Warchief back, who is up at 50 food, but the army constellation, 4 bears and these dryads. This is the crystal ball for WaN. Not that great.
I wonder where he used it. Used it at the natural of the Night Elf. Didn't see him there. Oh, has to be aware that he might be nearby. The red camps, of course, always high priority for both of these races. And the Death Knight is super low, and there is double slow available and a mana burn as well. But the slow comes towards the Fiend, and there's nothing he can do to save that one apart from denying it. Doesn't get it though.
Doesn't get it, no. But he got some experience, and that was usually WarchiefRich's red spot, which is closer to his main base. So that was a nice steal. Warchief won't get that item here. Maybe he can go for a WaN's red spot as a little revenge. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter. You saw, okay, your hero focus is strong and you go for it all the time. So Invo potion keeps him safe for now. Next spot, Mana Stone. Very nice for WaN. This is the perfect item drop at this very spot. WarchiefRich in comparison, taking a small creep spot, getting claws for 6 though. That is nice. Plus, oh, he keeps it on the Naga, which is plus 29 with Raw.
Whoa. Yeah, this Naga is the big vulnerability. There's no staff on the Demon Hunter to save the Naga, and there's no TP on her either. So definitely, the undead WaN should try to go for the Naga kill if a fight comes. Now the Invis DK a little bit too late to steal the item, which was the Cloak of Flames.
Yeah, Immolation is working now. It's nice, of course. 10 damage per second when stealing the Ogre Magi, getting to level 3.5, stealing some experience from Warchief, but he will secure level 4 for both of his heroes, actually. And this Naga really is a threat to WaN. One of the best damage dealers in the game, next to the Blade Master and the Demon Hunter. And now with plus 18, man, this girl is hard to crack. Tree of Life is coming up. Expansion attempt by Warchief. On the other side, Town Portal for WaN. No invul, no heal scroll, no nothing. No. Okay, the Boneyard is ready. So WaN might be about to break this upkeep. First upgrades for Warchief. He's 0-0 at the moment, but will be 1-0 in a second.
And WaN got the TP again. He's gonna play the same game that he played against Rudan on Nomad Isles. Evade fights, keep creeping a hell of a lot, and cancel or kill expansions. And if you are forced into engagement, use the Town Portal and you should be fine.
Nice scouting here with the destroyers. He has the timing down for sure. Detonate by Warchief, getting rid of a coil with that, so that's nice. But the casters here, they have full mana, but the lack of coil is a danger. He has the Mana Stone though, going for the Demon Hunter immediately. Looks okay for the German, man. It's 48 versus 50, that doesn't really make a difference. The hero levels are okay for him as well.
This is only 2 fiends though, so
yeah,
the damage isn't too high.
Definitely a lack of piercing damage. Going for the upgrades now as well, and getting the Ziggurat for 70 food. He wants to bank a lot and then pump it all out. Warchief does the same though, 1,000 gold for the Englishman.
Yeah, Richard only has 2 Dryads. This usually as you can see, a lot of bears, however, instead, and also archers remaining from the early game. With so few Dryads, usually Mass Air is a fantastic option for WaN, and he just saw the army composition. So now going into Frostworms might be his next choice, but for the time being, neither of the players, as you said, wanting to go into upkeep, which I find surprising, because going into upkeep now most likely means that you're going to be ahead on the battlefield, and there's many camps still to be taken, as the Demon Hunter is coming in again for some burn harass.
No, there's not too many spots, man. The red spot here is gone.
Yeah, there's turtles on both sides, there's a natural, there's a null here.
Yeah, I think not too much to take. Well, not really important creep spots. Red spots are both gone, so I think... Okay, it's going... Ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea to fight with the back against the wall. He can't kite back or anything. Warchief knows what's going on. Will he still start the creep? Okay, he goes in upkeep. Fiend, Airbomb, Frostworm.
I think he just wants to get the big one here and TP out.
Yep.
He doesn't have the army yet. Yep, here we go. He gets the big turtle, saves all of his units. barely, and gets out safe.
Ring plus 3 and the Shade scouts the upcoming expansion. Halfway done. Don't know if he can reach it in time, but of course he doesn't want to fight now since he's only getting the units. Also a meat wagon.
And the Demon Hunter already staffed back. He's expecting another cancellation attempt to be coming in, and he's absolutely right. This is going to be in time. I think it's going to be really close. The Tree of Life is not going to be finished for another 20 seconds or something. Yeah, the damage should be enough. Is there a TP on the undead side? Yes, there is. So, going to be a cancellation
hard,
again.
Though. Losing a statue almost. There is no coil. Ah, that was expensive. Losing this destroyer was really expensive.
It's really expensive.
Another fiend is going down, but he kills the Expo. Has to be cancelled. Oh wow, another statue down.
Never
this
worth
is really bad.
Never worth it. That was like 1,000 gold he used there.
Overcommitting. He just wants to make sure that there's no expansion.
Forces are under attack.
Worked really well against Rudan on Nomad Isles, but Rich seems to have seen that game, as he's totally aware of that being a possibility. He's there to punish. Expo, of course, still dies, but it was a very, very expensive kill. Demon Hunter now getting very close to level 5. His laboratory is still remaining, so he will be easily able to get to the level 3 mana burn, and this is the Rich that we were expecting in this matchup. He's looking really strong, and he's in a fantastic position.
61 food for WaN though. If he wouldn't have lost 3 units there, he would be on par with Warchief. Second Frostworm inbound. Rebuying the statues here and going for Disease Cloud upgrade. So additional damage. Tree of Life once again halfway done. Is there upgrades 1-0 only? Warchief scouting with the Dryad so fast they can easily get away since they are magic immune. Now Warchief with his own laboratory. Hellstone would be nice. Well, of the Wind would also... okay. Depends on the numbers of destroyers WaN's gonna get.
And we see WaN going down again. He has the vision here with the Shade. This... ooh, is this gonna be so close again? I think the army's too far away for Rich to be punishing this. Bears are really slow. And this is going to be a cancel Tree of Life for sure. Does he have a TP to get out of here is the question. The DK still hanging out at the Merchant. He doesn't buy a TP, he buys a heal scroll instead. Seems like he actually does want to fight.
He's still waiting for his second Frostworm. It takes some time to get him to the fight position. Death Knight now joining the fray. 3 coils, 2 Nova, and 3 Fork Lightning available. He has to take care of his meat wagon. Once again, only 2 fiends. The piercing damage is severely lacking, and Warchief splits his army. Everything is fighting the bears here, but now the Dryads are coming from the back, getting rid of the meat wagon. He wants to get the Naga though. Very squishy, but Info Potion being popped. Now turning around, the Dryads are able to attack the Frostworm. The meat wagon is still alive. Good micro by WaN. Now has to be careful about the Naga. Is there something he can swap? Yeah, he can, but once again the focus here. Naga has to get out as fast as possible. The worm is falling as well. Warchief definitely going forward here.
And the Naga for WaN, man, in so much trouble, just barely surviving. The DK in front also taking a lot of damage. He lost one of the Frostworms, 1 is remaining, but only on a sliver of health. And here comes the Fog Lightning kill, and that is the GG already on map number 1. And Rich looking firm in control throughout the entire game.
Indeed. Well, I think the early game was pretty damn good for WaN. Didn't expect that, to be honest. I think the key to Rich's victory was not his play, but rather the overcommitment by WaN against the expansion.
Well, that was 1,000 gold invested. He would have at least had to invest 350 for the TP. So that is 700 gold lost more than he would have had to, I guess. But look at the last fight. It was so one-sided. I don't think 700 gold would have made the difference.
Well, it was 3 units though. That can make a difference. But I like what Warchief did there. It was kind of like the Law Liot approach to playing this. Splitting the Dryads away from the army, searching a different angle where they can do more damage against the statues, against the meat wagon. So you force the undead to move, and in the meantime, you take care of the rest of the army with your Demon Hunter and the bears.
Yeah, and of course the idea is there, the undead it's always going to try to kite back, but when the bears are on the left side, the Dryads are on the right side, where do you really go? It's not that easy anymore. So yeah, I also really like his flanking maneuver of the Dryads, and realizing where the fight was going to be happening and acting quickly. Pretty well done by Rich. This is what I was expecting. And WaN I don't know. This didn't look too convincing. He needs to have more of a straight up game. I think he needs to look for more engagements. He had the Naga early, and he then walked away from the Demon Hunter to let him get to level 3. I think if you go for the Naga, commit more to keeping down the Demon Hunter. Also, once he got the Naga on tier 2, the Demon Hunter was almost to level 3 already. Only 100 experience missing. If he had put on more pressure on tier 1, the Demon Hunter would have had a harder time getting to level 2 and so close to level 3 as well.
Yeah.
So I would like to see more pressure out of WaN. You know, go a lot of pressure or go super defensive and play Lich second and creep up like crazy.
Yeah, well, he had this opportunity to go for the Naga because his Huntress Hawk kill was so good, and he just, I think there was no real follow-up to that. Once he saw the Naga of Warchief, he completely backed up, went back to his home and continued to creep. Don't know if that was the right call, but the harass of Warchief in the early game was really good as well, I gotta mention that. Just with the Demon Hunter buying so much time, resulting in the Naga on level 4 very early with a nice inventory.
Yeah, that was well done, but that was when he already let him get to level 3 for free.
Yeah, sure. Just a follow-up mistake there, I guess.
Yeah, but that was really good, man. He had 300 mana, so he used 6 mana burns. That is so much value out of that single skill. Didn't see if he used the clarity. I don't think he did. Would have been cool though. So next map is going to be Echo Isles. This is the map choice of Rich. WaN got the first one, and WaN selected Last Refuge. Wasn't so successful, as we just saw there. Echo Isles, though, kind of similar to Last Refuge. Not that easy to get level 2 right away. Not that easy to get level 3 right away. You kind of have to go to the Ogre, exactly the same as on Last Refuge. But it can be punished. With ghouls in the right position, you have to kind of evade the Berserkers, though, because otherwise you get ensnared. So that's not that easy. Also, the Merchant is far, far, far away. So it oftentimes happens that the Demon Hunter does not get any boost of speed at all because he doesn't have the time to get there. So maybe this opens up a bigger window for pressure for the Undead.
Here we go, map number 2, the big favorite, the King of Europe is leading 1-0 and the underdog WaN has to fight uphill now. Echo Isles it is, in the upper left we have WarchiefRich in the red trunks, in the upper right we have WaN wearing yellow. Okay.
I really like that WaN delayed his 4th Acolyte. As we can see, only now he's producing the 4th Acolyte. This is the build order we always see on Twisted Meadows, where you get the DK instantly, as fast as possible, and you get the ghouls pretty fast as well. This is going to be delaying his tech only slightly, but this is what you need when a fast mercenary camp spot is being taken. This is not going to be the case this time. We saw it yesterday from Sonic, but as we expected, the Englishman is playing it more safely than the crazy Ukrainian.
Indeed. Starting here with a little green spot, of course, resulting in less experience, not that great of an item. But of course, safety is all that Warchief wants. He wants to play it super safe because one more loss in a best of 3 and he is out. His big dream of going to China for the 3rd time will be over. Death Knight is of course the hero, Demon Hunter for Warchief. That is not a surprise at all. He's going for the Tome of Relics and mass ghoul pressure. Do you think WaN feels like he needs to pull up a ghoul rush or something?
I think at least I would have this idea. If I was in his shoes, I would be like, I should probably commit to one of two things. Either be really aggressive or be really greedy. Because he went somewhere middle of the road last game, and in my mind, it was pretty one-sided in the end. Yes, of course, he lost too much with the attempt of the kill of the expansion, but still, looked really good for Rich. And of course, we all know, Rich is great at this matchup, has great mechanics. Same can be said for WaN, though, but if he gets underway so quickly again with his high-level heroes, Rich is going to have a great game. And Amazonia, being such a small map, I would like to see more pressure coming out of WaN.
This is kind of becoming WaN's signature move. He did this against Rudin as well, attacking the Moonwell so early on. That results, of course, in low HP. Gives Warchief some time here to creep, but you see how damaged the Moonwell is. He needs to repair this, because when the Ghoul Gang is coming, those Moonwells will be easy to kill. Skeleton's coming in now, and he might be able to kill one.
Is he going to be able to cancel one in construction? He's splitting the skeletons as he are supposed to do so he doesn't get detonated. Now the other one comes in and this is going to be a cancel Moonwell. And actually, that costs quite a bit of resources.
Indeed, and time, of course. So when these guys are coming, and they're coming now, only 5 though. Of course, the 6th one is already here, or was here. There he is. So this Moonwell will also be killed, I guess. Warchief is not repairing this.
Wisp saw the ghouls moving out, and interestingly, with WaN seeing the Wisp seeing it, he is deciding not to go aggressive, creeping up instead. And this is where Echo Isles can be a good undead map. If now you go across the map with the ghouls, you can keep the Demon Hunter on level 2 for such a long time. But he's creeping up now, and if he gives Rich much more time, he is going to be going for the over.
Okay, lots of attack for the Death Knight, not that bad. Demon Hunter is coming in for the harass once again. 3 archers, the 4th one in production, and the tech for Warchief has started as well.
Pretty much the same speed, a little bit faster for the undead, but that's the norm.
Oh, there's the surround.
There we go.
Of course it sticks.
It's starting.
We haven't seen the surround in the first game, but this definitely will trigger the town portal if he's not able to fight out of there. Doesn't look like it. Nope, closing the surround with the ghoul again, forcing the TP early. And very nice.
And this was a big mistake by Rich. The ghouls that surrounded him didn't have the aura. They weren't that fast. And even if they were, that's not supposed to happen. What else did he do? There was no multitasking to be done. That was a big mistake by Rich.
Yeah, and you know how greedy he can be with his town portals. He doesn't want to get the 350 gold or waste the 350 gold, just playing more carefully, I guess. This could be an opportunity for WaN to get the hero kill.
He's creeping up simultaneously. The little gnolls. He's gonna hit level 2 here in just a second. We saw the mana burn already though by Rich. So probably not too many calls to be coming out. He would love to steal some last hits here. It seems like he doesn't want to quite commit to the pressure with the ghouls as well, because there is always a danger here in the middle at the marketplace. But now they're coming actually.
6 of them. It's very late to move out with the ghouls at this point of time, but maybe he can do something. In the meantime, Warchief repaired his Moonwell, so that's not really an option to go for that again. Shop is coming so he can get the staff. Warchief has everything down so far. Naga again. Alright.
The Demon Hunter has no boots, has no staff, has no TP. Going for the Naga purchase here is really dangerous, and I think WaN wants to bait it a little bit.
That's nice of Warchief to move a Wisp down there so he can get it once he's at tier 2.
But it should be really obvious for WaN that there's something gonna be at the tavern. Obviously the Night Elf needs a second hero. And now he's reaching around. The Wisp is getting in there. Is he gonna have the balls to go for the second hero? That might, of course, result in hero loss.
Yeah, not killing the Wisp here, but he gets rid of the Wisp in the meantime. He can't go for a second hero. He started as tier 3, going up for both engines of lore, but no Naga, no Panda.
I think this is really good early game for WaN here. The second hero for the Night Elf is delayed by so much. Now he's taking one of the carrots that usually goes towards the Elf. And if Rich commits here with his archers, they're most likely going to be ensnared. And there we go.
Naga again, Rudin style. No Panda. Really unusual for Rich in my opinion. But yeah, can he get another surround? There's still no TP on neither of the heroes. But Warchief movement seems to be too fast. On the other side, Fiends, Slaughterhouse, and the tier 3 tech halfway done. It's a late Slaughterhouse though, right?
Yeah, a little bit. He delayed it in favor of second hero in tier 3. That's pretty usual though. A little bit of player preference. And alright, Warchief, he really wants this Ogre. He doesn't want to give it up. But DK is coming from the main, rebought some skeletons. The big Magi is still alive. Naga, a little bit far up front for WaN. But there's no boots here. So WaN's chasing potential isn't too great. I mean, Warchief, excuse me. And of course, no TP, no staff. He has to be so careful.
Only mana burns coming out. No right clicks from this Demon Hunter who has only a claw and this staff.
Oh, he might be walking into surround here.
Yeah, he's being slowed for the second time. And this time, yeah, he's gonna get it for sure. There we go. Can he kill him or not? Wow, that was so close. Can he swap the staff somehow? Yes, he can. Is there anything? Yeah, but now the Naga.
The Naga, she's even slower than the Demon Hunter, and she is surrounded. Goodbye, second hero.
No problem. Is there a step on the Demon Hunter? Second one. Nope. Can't swap it. Second chance for the Demon Hunter kill. So he's too slow at the moment. Going for Frenzy Ghouls immediately. Nice timing of WaN. So far. But now, don't overcommit. Do not lose too much. And I guess a Ghoul trade for Naga is nice.
Yeah.
Lich is coming as well. Naga has been rebought with the bears and the upgrade. Wow, actually the upgrade is very late for Warchief.
Oh, wow. He forgot about it in the heat of the battle, I guess. He's gonna get one more ghoul here, as it seems, but still, the demon... Oh, is he gonna be walking into surround again? Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't think this is enough. I don't think this is enough. There's a lot of piercing damage here to be dealing with these ghouls in case the surround should come out. I think Rich is baiting right now.
Yeah, this is just too obvious that he wanted to get rid of the ghouls, but he's losing archers. Well, they wanted to be rotated out anyway, so this is a nice little move by Warchief here. Can he get rid of the Dryad though? No, he can't.
And the Demon Hunter is still not level 3. Still basically no inventory, no invul, no boots of speed. This entire game he didn't have the time once to go south to the Merchant. Might be getting another ghoul here, getting him closer to level 3, being staffed out again. But now, we saw the Naga die before after using a staff, but can't get there quite in time. But now the Lich is here.
Yeah, and close of attack in the marketplace. So if he wants to get this hero stacked up, might get it. The Ogre Magi is still here. This is what they're fighting for the past, I don't know, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Warchief is giving it up. This is experience for the undead, and this is the potion of invulnerability.
Oh, so good.
Very, very nice for WaN. Master upgrade is coming, but also the Destroyer upgrade. 6 o'clock creep at the shop for Warchief, but will he have the time? Oh, there's a bear. Can he scout it? I don't think so, but he knows now where his opponent is. Frenzy Ghouls are ready. Just the Destroyer upgrade missing.
There's one staff on the Knight of Army, no. Oh, he's going for the Demon Hunter, no TP, of course, still. Trying to go for the Dryads around, really hard to do, but of course he gets it again.
This is just sick. This is just sick micro of WaN. Gets the level 2 as a reward. And the Ogre Magi.
He's committing a lot though to this early late game. There's only one single ghoul left in the main base for lumber harvesting, which, by the way, right now is standing there AFK. He misclicked there. He's not harvesting any lumber. And now map control goes to WaN, and there's only, by the way, Neo, only one shop on Echo Isles.
That's 2, man. Shop control is really important, but this far, no player wants to capitalize from it. 3 Master Bears, where is the Destroyer? There's the first one. Fork, Lightning, and Nova hitting the Demon Hunter. The reach got dispelled by the Destroyer, super important. Finally level 3 on the Demon, but the first step has been used. It's only 2 bears anymore, and this one will die.
How many ghouls did he lose there? 2, I think, judging from the corpses. But that's a trade you take any day of the week. And now he's going in towards the main, feeling so confident. There is 0 moon juice left. But with the new bears coming out, there will be rejuvenation, of course. But for the time being, WaN seems to want to retreat. 3-2-1 heroes for him. Demon Hunter just barely hitting level 3 here. That's about time. But his Naga still only level 1. Now able to pull off a creep jack, though.
Here we go again, the bear falling in a couple of seconds. No staff being used, but this exposes, of course, the heroes. Warchief chasing the Fiend. He wants to get rid of the piercing damage against his Dryads, but so far, looking good for WaN again. Just has to be careful about the Naga. There is an Invo Potion, though. Who kills the Naga first? WaN is chasing another. Oh, he's forgetting about his Naga. No, forcing the Invo Potion now. But I think Warchief lost a lot here.
But now the Naga, after 15 seconds, she will be vulnerable again. The statue by WaN is being taken down by the slow cold arrow, as it seems. And yeah, and after just one more hit, it will be down. Demon Hunter now has to be careful, but there is a staff, right? Right? Oh, double staff. Nice little move there. But now the Naga for Rich has no boots of speed. But there is no real mana for cold arrow anymore on WaN's side. So actually the bear does get away. So bloody fight here in the middle. Both players losing a lot, using a lot, including a greater invul potion. And again, WaN leaves the items on the ground as he walks by the Gloves of Haste there, where the Murlocs once were.
He has 600 gold though now, and I think there has to be an invul potion on the Naga. Warchief is diving into his entire army, going for the kill there.
Yeah, and not just only for his heroes, but also takes it away from the Demon Hunter. That is why Echo Isles can be really good for the undead once you do get map control. But Rich still has a very solid army. He has 4 bears here, 2 dryads, one archer that could be replaced. 5 bears, again going really heavy into the bears.
Yeah, there's no tech for worms yet. He plays it with destroyers only and is heavily relying on his heroes. Ring of protection this time. He really wants stacked heroes here. He wants the claws. He wants the gloves usually. Sending out an illusion now. Can he get... He denied it, right? What did he? Looked like it.
I didn't see, I don't know.
Looked like he denied it with a lightning shield. Got the ring of regeneration for it. Which is not too great. WaN is going up here. 57 food for him.
Check out the ghoul, man. Check out the ghoul on the left side of the map. What the hell?
I don't know.
What? I thought he was going to get the gloves of haste there. Maybe he realized, but he just got 2 pieces of lumber and now he's running back.
Scroll of healing for WaN. Lich has a claw, yes, but that's about it. What's this item gonna be? Claws plus 9, boots, or Pendant of Energy would be really nice. It is level 3 on the Naga, first and foremost.
Gonna be double level 3, right? Yeah, it is. So very important camp to be taken by the undead. DK isn't far away from level 4 either. The level 2 aura makes a big difference, and so does the Pendant of Energy. If he decides to go for mana potion, that's gonna be great synergy for him.
2 coils from this item.
Oh, he's going into upkeep right away.
Yeah, he's been there for quite a long time already. Warchief still on 45, building an engine of wind now to get some hippos, because he realizes WaN doesn't have too many fiends, it's 4 now. Triple level 3 hero combo. 1 heal score, 1 inroll.
He's committing hard again. Getting all but one of the ghouls. He's gonna be able to take out the turtle.
Warchief with chimeras.
What?
Yeah, man. Chimera Roost by Warchief. We know this play from Night of Mirror sometimes, and of course versus human. But versus undead?
Yeah, I've seen it before, and it's kind of good in huge armies when you can't really focus out the chimeras too well. And you have like 4 of the chimeras, so the burst is crazy. By the way, Demon Hunter unable to get a potion of invulnerability. He had to run away quickly. But WaN is going to be hitting a crazy timing here with 67 supply against 50. The chimeras are way too far away, and so far there's only 1 single hippogriff. I keep mentioning it.
What the hell is the Naga doing there? Getting cold, getting Nova, completely out of position. What the hell? I have never seen a mistake like this from WarchiefRich in the last 2 years.
I don't know. Maybe there's like a Bermuda Triangle down there. First the ghoul went there, then the Naga ran there.
And yeah, without the second hero now, without the Chimera Roost being done, with not too many hippogriffs up in the air, this is looking horrible.
Rich has Moonwells, but he needs a lot more if you ask me. Going for the bears immediately, ignoring the Demon Hunter for the time being, but he has no invul. Everything here is so vulnerable as the first bear dies immediately. Wands of Illusion as well being used on the Abominations, level 4 on the DK, who still has quite a bit of mana remaining, and the bears, usually they're tanky. Right now they're not looking like it. There's no web though. The one saving grace, but for the Demon Hunter there is no saving grace. WaN pulling it back, and Rich playing pretty weird.
What was that? Of course, if you move your Naga there where the opponent's army is, this just opens the floodgates and it's a big invitation. Come on, kill me, bro. Yeah. What the hell?
This entire game, Rich got not a single invul potion. And that is really important. When you face 3/3/3 heroes from the undead, you really need invuls. And of course, that's a specialty on Echoes, with only there being 1 single merchant. But I think this was really well played by WaN. He had the timings down perfectly for when to creep, for when to keep the Demon Hunter down, for when to attack, when to fall back. This was really well done.
So, this is kind of like in football. England doesn't like Germany too much. First, Warchief was thrown down by Yaz, and now WaN is 1 map away from eliminating the European champion. This would be the first time in history that Warchief won't appear at a WCA event if he's losing the next map.
In the first round of the lower bracket, that would be crazy. Almost as crazy as Orkworker in the winners final. No medals, and I'm gonna be interested to see right away, like after 30 seconds, is Rich gonna be going for the risky creep of the Merc camp or not? If he is, and if WaN is close positions, this could already be determining quite a bit. We saw when WaN gets the early game advantage, he really knows how to keep up the pressure and keep the Demon Hunter down. On last Refuge, he gave him some space, he got level 3, and the Demon Hunter was able to do so much. Echo Isles, he kept on the pressure.
Yeah.
Demon Hunter is level 2 forever, has no boots of speed, has no invul, and that game looked way better.
WaN is asking for a 5-minute break. Seems to be quite exhausting for him. I don't know if this is granted or not. But we're gonna have to wait for the admin's decision here. I think it's okay.
Yeah. 5 minutes isn't too much. Gives us a chance to remind you guys again, if you have tuned in only last couple of minutes, there is a shirt we're raffling out today. Our Back to Warcraft signed shirt. I'm going to show it to you. There we go. With the greats like Moon, Sky, Ted, HLA, Yoss. I've been saying this so many times now. And you can win it. One of you guys can win it. And the way we hand it out is you write down a story of your favorite moment in Warcraft. Either you played a game of Warcraft, or you watched a game, or you were live at the tournament. That would be probably my favorite memory. And you write that story down and send it to backtowarcraft@gmail.com. We're going to read through those, and one of you will then receive this signed t-shirt of ours.
What's your favorite moment?
Probably WCA 2015, when WFZ won against TH.
It was 2014, right?
Didn't I say 14? Yeah, I meant 14, yeah. That was crazy. The hall was going nuts. That was pretty
cool.
intense. Or Gamescom. Gamescom was also really cool. Unfortunately, the games were not... they were at a bit of a lower level, I would say. They stepped it up later on. But that was also really cool, meeting the fans.
Isn't it your time to ask me now?
No.
Or are you completely not interested in that?
Only my opinion matters. No, go ahead.
I was at WCG 2009 when Robbie won it. Or was it 2008?
It was earlier, right?
I think it was 2008. And just the energies, the energy from my favorite casting duo back then with Caldo and Reaper, and Grubby winning this, and the entire hall exploded when usually Germany esports audience was really
so
calm.
Bad. You remember the IFNGs?
Yeah, that was really bad. Some
it was so bad.
NGL events at the Games Convention were pretty cool, but WCG was on an entire different level. Every single person in this hall cheered for Grubby. Wow, I get goosebumps when I'm thinking about it.
Was a little bit too early for me, but yeah, that does sound like a cool story. WCG now over and gone, but we have WCA nowadays. It's going to be the third time in 2016, and this is what we're playing for here. A prize money, of course, but probably more importantly, the two top spots of this qualifier get to go to China to battle with 8 other players. It's going to be 10 players playing for the crown of Warcraft 3 in Yinchuan, China later this year. And today and tomorrow we're going to be finding out who the European participants are going to be.
Exactly. From Korea we have Lin and Lorliot, most likely the best orc and the best night elf in the world today. From China we have 120, most likely the best undead in the world today. And one of the humans, Infi or Romantic. And yeah, we have 2 more players from North America and 1 more from China and a wild card that we think will be handed to Moon.
Yep. Financially makes the most sense.
Yeah. He has the biggest prestige.
Yeah, he brings crazy draw. He might be more popular than Sky in China.
You think?
And that's crazy. He might be. I'm saying he might be. He's getting close.
It's true. Still waiting for WaN. He's taking his time, getting some rest here. But yeah. Chinese qualifier number 3 is also coming up, so lots of Warcraft in the fall, as well as a GCS, of course, as well. We have the international qualifier coming up in September here at Back to Warcraft, and tomorrow we're going to start with the Mo Cup tournament, and that is the return of a legend, of an undead legend, and he's facing Moon, the return of Fav.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a long day today, and if you want to enjoy a lot of Warcraft today, if you want to enjoy a lot of Warcraft, tomorrow is the perfect day for you. We're gonna be starting at 12, and gonna be ending at probably like 10. So at least 10 hours straight of Warcraft. It's gonna be tough on us, but we hope that you will enjoy all of the content that we're gonna be giving to you guys. Speaking of which, we have brought a lot of content to you already the last couple of days, as you're probably aware. If you missed any of it, we have uploaded almost everything to YouTube, so you can check it all out on youtube.com/backtowarcraft. You can stay updated on twitter.com/backtowarcraft and on facebook.com/backtowarcraft.
Exactly, and WaN joined the game. He feels ready for map number 3. This is going to be Nomad Isles. Nomad Isles is a map where you can play Warden if you really want to. Does Warchief want to?
Alright, if this was Sonic in a deciding game that decides everything, then he would be like, yeah, fuck it, why not? But this is Rich. I cannot see him in the deciding game going even slightly out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, I'd agree. Both players are ready. Back to Warcraft is ready. Where is UCC? We're waiting for the Russian casters. Maybe some commercials going on there.
Yeah, we'll be getting into it in a bit here. Why is Warchief picking Naga, by the way?
I think he feels so pressured.
But game number 1, he wasn't pressured.
Of course. He just lost his Hunter's Hall. His lowers were super late.
Well, I guess he was pressured and then picked the Naga, and then there was no more pressure.
Yeah, and when the Naga arrived, WaN said, okay, I'm gonna leave here. Okay, the countdown is coming. Nomad Isles. 1 map for WaN, 1 map for WarchiefRich. Into the loser bracket round 2. One of them will be out. They gave us a nice 3-mapper here in the bottom 6 o'clock position from England, maybe for the last time in this tournament. WarchiefRich in the upper left from Germany. We have WaN. In his biggest tournament of his career, the biggest attention that he got ever in his career, but he has to prove it now that he belongs in the best 6 of Europe.
And right off the bat, this is Nomad Isles, the specialty here, a 3-player map. And that means 50-50 that you're good or bad spawn. And Rich, when it matters, he gets lucky. He has the good spawn, where his mercenary camp is not close to his opponent's spawn. And this actually can make a big difference. If the Night Elf starts to creep here, and there's a ghoul pulling the other creep camp, the small creep camp, then suddenly you have so much stuff to worry about. The ghoul will be attacking your repairing wisps, and the DK will be coming in shortly as well. Speaking of DK, we have a quick DK once more. Just like on Echo Isles, he delayed his 4th Acolyte in favor of the early DK, and actually the ghoul is scouting in the unusual direction. Usually the ghoul always scouts for the close position, but WaN, I don't know if he's a pessimist or what, seems like he's expecting the bad spawn, and this is going to work out good for him, because with this, he's going to be able to pull the ghouls to the Ancient of War if he wants to. Pull the creeps, I mean.
Let's see if this works. Warchief, by the way, is now known to tense situations like this. In the WCA Pro Qualifier, the Consolation Final, he had to play a 3-mapper. In the Grand Final against Yaws, he had to play a 3-mapper as well. In WCA, he lost to 1-0 with 1-2, so also a 3-mapper. The statistics say he's pretty good when it's down to the 3rd map, only losing to 1-0 there. The ghoul pulls the creeps, the little gnolls, so this will delay the creep at least a little bit, making it a little harder, getting a little more damage onto the Ancient of War.
Does Rich actually pull the big camp as well?
Yes.
He does. Okay, he could have played it more safe and taken out the gnolls first and then go for the big camp, but he wants the big item. He wants to get the spider crab before the DK arrives. Is he gonna steal the Shadow Priest? Here he is!
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Against human we see it all the time because of course it's so good against the water elementals, but now he's doing it against Night Elf, wanting to put out a lot of pressure. Does he get the last hit? He does! Holy crap, the Pennon of Energy goes towards the Demon Hunter. Horrible for him, of course later it's gonna be good, but for now doesn't do anything. And this Shadow Priest got the last hit, definitely worth it now. And the Ancient of War! The Ancient of War is gonna fall, maybe?
Oh, he needs to get rid of the repair, he does so, and there it is, Frostborn
Holy crap.
for some lumber! And the early game is an absolute disaster for the big favorite in this game is WaN playing himself into some kind of beast mode. We see the Ghoul Gang coming. They're all going south. The Death Knight, this was so important. The big pickup from the big creep. Level 1.6, while the Demon Hunter investing so much into this. Level 1.3.
WaN is taking behind this. He's not going into a Ghoul all-in with this early damage already. But the ghouls are coming in. Ancient of War is in the main. I think this should be easily cancelled, actually. If he commits all of the ghouls to it, he sees it right away. Or is he going to be blocking in the DK? Whew. I thought there for a second.
5 ghouls are in. How much damage can he do? Can he kill the Ancient of War? Warchief's tech is later than usual, at least a bit. Death Knight is losing a bit of HP here, though, but he gets the kills on the Wisp. No detonate. There's the detonate, but 2 Wisps gone. He can't change him into the mine. Oh my god, Warchief seems to be a little overwhelmed here.
It is really hard to deal with when so many of the ghouls go for your Wisps. Now they're all being parked at the same spot. Of course, that's not ideal. But actually, he's going for some more creeping, as it seems he bought the Berserker. It did take a lot of damage already, though that was a definite mistake, as that Berserker will be falling soon.
He's blocked, right?
Not quite.
Oh, level 2! This time the surround doesn't stick. But he's getting the Berserker out of there. Oh, will he? Yeah, looks like it. But he needs a lot of healing from the Shadow Priest.
And actually, he gets it primarily so that Warchief doesn't get it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Alright. WaN playing pretty damn well here.
This might be the early game of his life so far. But yeah, there are 3 moon worlds. They are decently filled. And now, Warchief getting the Berserker, getting close to level 2. That means evasion will be available in a second. Warchief is getting the archers out. But once again, the Hunter's Hall is in the build. WaN is not going for it. I think he definitely has the damage potential to do so. But he doesn't want to feed the Demon Hunter even further.
Speaking of which, oh, there's a surround attempt again. This time not quite getting it.
Shadow Priest a little too slow. Sends back a ghoul here. Yeah, his micro is really on point today. This time.
Oh.
He really wants the surround, but no. Going for the archers, but doesn't do that much. The Warchief is definitely stabilizing here.
And this will be a ghoul kill. Not quite.
Wow.
Keeps the demon from level 3 for another little bit. Tier 2 is going to be finishing for the undead, and shortly after for the Night Elf as well. What's the second hero is going to be? I'm expecting some Nagas.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a Naga for WaN. There is an Ancient of Lore. I think not killing the Hunter's Hall was a mistake.
If he commits to it, though, he's going to lose at least 2 ghouls. So there is a drawback to it. The Naga comes out for Rich. There are no ghouls here. This was a mistake by WaN, honestly, not bringing the ghouls with his army. The Naga might still be going down, though. She's taking a lot of damage. Obviously, she has no boots of speed, and there's no staff on the Demon Hunter. But the Wisp block is coming in. Is this going to be good enough?
Well
the
done.
Naga trying to go for another cold arrow.
Works.
It's going to slow down her sister.
Oh boy, there's no coil for another 20 seconds, and he backs up. He goes back. And maybe going for another surround. No, but the Naga of Warchief survives, and that is, of course, nice for the Englishman. His Ancients of Lore are coming up. The second one is late, though. No tier 3 tech. WaN just started his.
That one Wisp block actually making such a big difference, man. Now he's coming in again with 3 ghouls from the right. 2 are coming from the middle. No, never mind. Actually, that's the Shadow Priest. And here comes the Creepjack. 1 archer will be easily taken out. But now the Naga of WaN in a bit of trouble, eating the cold arrow now herself. And the Demon Hunter, even though he's just level 1, can try to chase down the Naga. But still, no boost of speed on him. He really wants this last hit. That would be level 2 for him. Would be a big, big upgrade. And he doesn't get it. The Mana of her is not enough for the kill. Nothing seems to be working out for Rich this game. But now maybe he gets the Naga kill. But no, actually, there is a block.
Yeah, two blockings, saving 2 Nagas. Warchief actually saving this archer with 10 HP as well. The ghoul's not fast enough. But the tech, where is the tech of Warchief?
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit later. But he has the resources now, and I think yep, there we go, immediately. He's going for it, but that's, yeah, about halfway done for the undead already. But finally, the Demon Hunter gets some space. But it's only gonna be enough for level 2. And where does he go next? Ancient of War, alright, is getting into position for the Goblin Laboratory, and he really needs to power level his first hero.
WaN was ahead in the first game against Orc Worker. Will this come to his head? Will it get to his nerves that he gave that game away? The situation for him is fantastic once again. This power spike timing with Frenzy, Lich and Orb and Destroyers will hit Warchief really hard. I don't think there's gonna be Master Bears when this timing comes. Oh, well, maybe just one or so. It's getting close.
And WaN also able to creep up a bit more here. Would love a greater mana potion, but also involts. He's playing against the Naga. This means that hero focus potential is fairly high for a Night Elf. And he's going to get...
Quite of mana stealing, not that great. But the Naga of Warchief now level 2 as well. He got the Scroll of the Beast, is also not that amazing. This time the Adept upgrade for him is on time, so he adjusts and he learns from his mistakes. The shop though, really late for Warchief, and we see it. Frenzy, Destroy upgrade would follow, and the Lich. A lot of ghouls still alive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is, so he can pull quite a lot. But Warchief has a lot of time here. Sentry wards now, closer to level 3. And WAN's progress is not really visible. He has level 3 and 2, yeah.
He's gonna sell the Wand of Mass Healing. What's he gonna get for it, for the resources? Just a Ziggurat. I like this. He's getting ready for 60 immediately. In his games against Rudan, he was pretty hesitant about going into upkeep. But I think he has a good opportunity here going into upkeep immediately and not giving Rich any space. The Demon Hunter will be level 3 here in just a second, but the Naga still only level 2, and his army is so small, man. 38 supply only for Rich. If WaN moves across the map now to be contesting his opponent's creep camps, this should be very good for him. His Naga is of level 3 already.
Yeah, he solo creeped the Demon Hunter, the Death Knight was far away. Huh?
He's forgetting about, oh no, I thought he was forgetting about the Orb, but the DK.
No, the DK has the Orb already, the Lich is coming out. So this is really dangerous, but he's going for the red spot, gambling at the Dark Wizard. This is kind of like a slot machine. The item can save games, but there's also crap to be found here, like the Furbergs. Dark Wizard is going down. What's it gonna be? Scroll of Restoration would be the dream. Spike Collar.
Yep. If there is Abolish Magic, it's probably gonna be gone immediately. If there's no Abolish Magic, then it can be good, but usually, of course, there always is. So most likely will be sold. In the main base of WaN, we see no transition, no sacrificial pit. He has the resources to go into upkeep. And as I said before, I would like to see him go there. And there we go. He's going into upkeep right now. Mass production. More statues, A-bombs, fiends. No destroyers this time, though.
A player's forces are
true.
No frost rooms.
No frost rooms, yeah. But he only has one statue. And okay, the second one is coming here. But he's wasting a lot of time, I feel, going into upkeep now, but Warchief is also going for the Dark Wizard. Do you think not doing the red spot but going for the base would have been the better option? Because Master Bear was just finished, and he gets the Scroll of Restoration. WaN is getting punished for not attacking too early.
I think he should have moved more aggressively. Not necessarily attack into the base, but, you know, creep the opponents. Zappers, by the way.
Is he gonna bomb them?
He saw the Moonwells before. He knows they're vulnerable.
Yeah, but he can't bomb all 4, I guess.
Nope.
Ancient of War is not attacking the Zappers. He can't do anything against this, and he kills the one with the Moon Juice. Really smart, of course, obvious, but smart. And he gets the third one. I will not doubt you again, WaN. This is so smart. But the Scroll of Restoration in an open fight will be
all Moonwells are gone.
Losing all of his Moonwells.
He has no involts either, I think. The Naga is still standing at the shop. What's she doing?
Focus on the Demon Hunter. What the hell? Town portal out, and he still has the scroll though. Coil at the perfect time on the Lich, getting rid. Scroll of Restoration being used to heal the Demon Hunter up. WarchiefRich is struggling hard.
Alright, the Naga is back. She finally staffed back into the Night Elf base, but the Bears are standing in the front line, taking a lot of damage from all of the nukes, and the Scroll Penetration is gone already, as you just said, and now they're being taken down one after the other. There is no Moonwells here. Is this gonna be the massive upset already today? The last Bear will be falling, and now the Naga in trouble. Is there gonna be a stab? It's on cooldown! She dies, and now the Demon Hunter in trouble as well. No invul, but there is the healing potion, and he will be able to heal up again, but where's the army, man? It's gone!
Yeah, the Demon Hunter has to rule everything, but I don't know if that is possible. No mana anymore on the undead heroes, though. He's going for the Altar of Elders. If he kills that, I think Warchief can't get the Naga back because he doesn't have too much resources. And of course, he's still supply stuck. There's no way to get the mana back. The Zapper usually killing the Ziggurats in the undead base, especially versus Orc and humans, but not this time, no. The Goblin returning the favor, and the Altar of Elders is down.
Jesus Christ, and look at the army. There's only 2 Bears here and a Dry, and of course the Demon who will be actually dying right here. No more heroes for Rich, and it's GG!
The dream is over. WaN is in the round 2 of the WCA European Qualifier, and the big favorite, the #1 favorite, is out of this tournament. He doesn't like Germans, as it seems.